actually no revolution without music. There's no political party without a song. There's no leader that doesn't have some kind of a favorite tune or a playlist or something. It's kind of a secret thing. Point actually, politics versus fun, because I think good politics include joy. Joy for life is I think the goal to achieve in political thinking. It's not about repression and control.
It's called Mouse on Mars, but actually, of course, the set is different. It's more like because the drums, the real drums are missing. It's more tech. You can say like club-orientated, techno-ish structures. Also, we are even more free, because like, if it's just two of us, it's much more easy to react on the other side's inputs, musical input.
Then it also becomes more about the sound. So it's less about what you see, it's really more about what you hear. And visually the show is a little bit different as well, it's a bit more sinister. Mouse on Mars takes most of our time. It just comes, I don't know, it just happened that this idea of what Mouse on Mars is, what we invented there is quite it's quite flexible, and it can really, Mouse on Mars can be applied to lots of different projects and tasks. It's quite a big production to work with a whole orchestra. So time is very limited, and the way we work usually is quite time absorbing, so we won't be able to apply this to the work with the orchestra. The orchestra thing will also include electronics on various levels. What we want to do is we want to bring in like some amplified elements of the orchestra and use speakers as well, and sub-bass. And we're going to process some things that the orchestra is playing. So some parts will be electronic, and we'll just combine it with the sound of the orchestra. And some stuff will be quiet, so you don't really know where it comes from. And in the end it will be like a piece. For us it's kind of like a very long song, or maybe an EP with 4 parts, maybe something like this. Orchestra musicians can be very difficult, because they really want everything scored out and everything on paper before they even move a finger.
But that's why we choose the Chicago Symphony people and the Cologne Musikfabrik people, because they are quite open to it.
The idea of records in general is in a crisis, actually.
Of CD.
Economically it's in a crisis. Culturally not so much, because people refer to albums and records as like artistic statements, and this would stay for a little while, I think. But to sell a product, a CD product, is definitely, it's kind of disappearing, and it affects all levels. The big ones have more backup, and they can deal with it in certain ways in a more relaxed way. Smaller labels have to be much faster and more efficiently in how they deal with the crisis, and their ideas and solutions are usually more efficient. And this idea of materialistic exchange of goods versus money and stuff is so deep in us that it can create deep psychological problems, I think, once the system kind of collapses. So we have to see that side too. It's not only, oh yeah, you sell less records, it's also like what comes after that, and everyone is worried. And if you manage to find a way within your small community There's a way to apply this to bigger ones, and everything is a step after step process, and you have to be aware that things might drastically shift from a predefined plan, and you have to find ways to deal with that.